Should you move to Aurora, Colorado, or the Denver metro area for that matter? Hi, Jason Morris, eXp Realty. Thanks for tuning back into my channel, my weekly videos. Today I'm going to go over the reasons why you should move to Aurora, Colorado. See you on the other side. Aurora, Colorado. Why is it the best place to live? Here's this is Jason Morris, eXp Realty, here with our Living in Aurora channel, going over everything Aurora. Today, why should you move to Aurora, Colorado? Generally, anybody that moves to the Denver metro area, Colorado in general, Aurora is going to pop up on their list. It is south and east of the Denver metro area, the biggest land area in the metro area. The largest land area is actually in Colorado Springs. But Aurora, biggest town around here, greatest variety of homes, greatest variety of people. Everything you could want is here in Aurora. So we'll go through that today for you. Definitely comment below if you have any questions, comments, anything else you'd like me to go over. I've been in the area since 1980, grew up here, went to schools here, college here, have stayed here, now raised my family, have older adult children. Now it's a great place to be. Nowhere else I'd rather live, actually. The biggest reason people move here is the climate. A lot of people think Denver, Colorado, we get a lot of snow, it's cold, winters are no good. That's really not the case. It's one of our best kept secrets. Well, yeah, if you happen to catch some winter sports on TV nationally and it's snowing, it definitely media popularizes the fact that we can get a lot of snow. It does happen, although it's pretty rare. On occasion, we will get a pretty good dumping, but we get 300 days of sunshine a year. That snow melts off pretty quickly. They do a great job on the roads. You can still get around as you need to. Do recommend four-wheel drive cars just in general, but it's not really necessary. I grew up with rear-wheel drive car and front-wheel drive cars and got around everywhere I needed. But the climate is definitely our best kept secret. The summers here are gorgeous. The best seasons are spring and fall. Right now we're in fall, which is a great time of year. The weather's beautiful outside, not very much moisture. Like even today, it's going to be in the mid 70s. It's beautiful here towards the middle of October. We do start to get the winter. Snow could be end of October, November. Randomly, we'll get some snow, get a little cold. But really, the snow doesn't really start coming down until the first of the year, January, February. February is our snowiest month, followed by January, and then March. March, we can get some dumps, but again, they melt right away. The summers are gorgeous. Spring, we can get some rain, get some snow. April, May can still get snow, rain. But again, it's pleasant. I mean, we'll get into the 90s in the summer. I don't think we topped 100 this year at all, which is rare. Usually in August we'll get a couple 100-degree days. This year maybe one. I don't think we hit one. We have had string of 90 degrees, so it does get hot, but again, it's gorgeous, and we don't get too cold. Randomly we'll get into the negatives, but that's overnight. During the day, you could still get 20s, 30s, in the heart of winter. But the sun's out. You can those that lived here a long time, you start to wear shorts in the winter outside, as long as it's sunny. It helps a lot. So that's the number one reason is our climate. It's a great place to be. It is dry. Talked about this before. It is a dry climate, somewhat a desert climate. So there's no humidity to speak of. We had one of our rainiest, or actually our rainiest June ever, the most amount of rainfall we've ever had. And it was great for the lawns and trees and everything, but the humidity didn't stick around. One thing I would say we could have is more bigger bodies of water, kind of help with that humidity. But with that, the other bonus is we really don't have insects. We don't have the big insect population that you have in those other humid climates. We do have mosquitoes. They came out with the rains that we had in June, flies, things like that, but nothing's big. I mean, even the mosquitoes are dinky little mosquitoes. So huge benefit there. As far as recreation, we have everything you could ever want, besides the beach and wave type sports. Everything else we have. There's 3 reservoirs right around Aurora. And you can go from the boating motorsports all the way down to just kayaks, to the stand-up paddleboards, fishing, all of that. We're very close to the mountains, so all that recreation, hiking, 14ers. It's very popular to hike the 14ers around here, and skiing, obviously in the winter, skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, getting out on your sled, the snowmobiles. Plenty of places to do all that. Again, great recreation: biking, running, hiking, camping. Everything is around here. Lakes up in the mountains you can camp around, even small ponds and things like that, streams, rivers. All of that is all over here in the mountains. So from a recreation standpoint, we offer everything. From a kids sports, if you have family and kids, every county, every recreation area has kids sporting activities, even very young ones. A very popular organization around here is I-9 Sports. They do a great job with the very young kids across all the sports. So I encourage you to look them up to investigate their feedback on what they do. They're all over the metro area. But again, all the counties, Arapahoe County has their own, Parker, Douglas County has their own, Aurora Sports has their own. But it's a great thing on the weekends to get out and see those kids sports. If you're into the high school, middle school, high school, have all the sports. High schools are expanding more and more. Hockey used to not be a high school sport here, and now with the Avalanche coming in, high schools have combined to have teams. Some high schools are big enough; they have their own dedicated team. Volleyball, men's volleyball used to not be a high school sport; it is now. So across, again, all sports and recreation. Also from a acting, stage, thespian perspective, high schools are very active in that. We have a great performing arts downtown. Aurora in itself has its own theater area downtown Aurora. So again, anything and everything that you have, affinity for, want to do, want to participate in, I can help you find that here in Aurora and here in the metro area. Great place for all of that. Mentioned briefly the reservoirs. We do have 3 within Aurora. There's more outside of Aurora, one being developed in Parker, one in Highlands Ranch, Chatfield Reservoir, some up north, Bar Lake, even going up towards Fort Cullen, Horseshoe Lake, and then into the mountains. There's plenty of them. They're just rather small, so depending on your perspective of what you think a lake should be and what activities you should be able to do on them. The 3 in Aurora, Cherry Creek Reservoir, it's actually right on the border of Aurora and Greenwood Village, but you can do everything there. The boating activities, motorsports, individual kayaks, all of that, swimming. They have swim beaches, anything you can do there. Fishing, all of that is available at Cherry Creek. There's Quincy Reservoir, which all you can do is fish. No motorized watercraft. But you can fish there. There's actually a really big dog park around there. And then going further east, there's Aurora Reservoir, which you can do non-motorized personal watercrafts on and fishing. And there's a nice swim beach there as well. Also, one of the big things why people, whenever you come to the Denver metro area looking to move, Aurora gets on the list because of the cost of living. It's one of the more affordable areas to live. Used to be, as you went further south, it could be a little more affordable. But Parker, Castle Rock, Castle Pines, Highlands Ranch, Lone Tree, those all have skyrocketed in prices. But Aurora has all the segments. So as I've mentioned before, North Aurora, they've expanded up towards the airport, building a new community, Aurora Highlands, up there. Brand new homes come further south, just south of I-70. More new development, very affordable new homes there. And then as you go west, you get into kind of the older Aurora. Again, that's the most affordable. You get single family homes in the $200 a square foot area. And then as you start coming down south and southeast, it starts to get a little more expensive, more price per foot. There's new developments out by Aurora Reservoir, Southlands, all of that. You're getting a little more expensive. But again, Aurora has all options. Even from a rental perspective, you can find homes, condos, townhomes for rent that are more affordable than other areas in the metro area. So again, if you have a business, you're moving to the metro area, any of that, Aurora will definitely pop up on the list. So reach out to me to go over specific areas within Aurora, neighborhoods, rental or purchasing. I can help guide you there and make sure you know what you're getting into. Again, mention the new homes. So Aurora's continued to expand. They annex more space up north, northeast, going towards the airport. Totally new development there, Aurora Highlands. But yeah, there's new builds all over. They even have developed kind of in the heart of East Aurora, a new Richmond put in a new duplex development. Little definitely more affordable, $500,000 range for a home, but it's right off a tower and Iliff, just north of Iliff. Good development. But anywhere there's lands, people are developing, and again, Aurora is open to expanding, annexing more areas to continue their growth and continue to be able to provide all the home options that are required for the residents. Schools is the other kind of big one that people look for. Again, if you have kids or thinking about having kids, you always want to consider the schools and school districts, what their ratings are. Aurora has two big school districts within it. One is the Aurora Public Schools, and the other one is Cherry Creek Public Schools. Cherry Creek ranks towards the top of all the ratings. You get into elementary schools, you can hit or miss on high-rated schools. Middle schools are better. High schools are generally always at the top, led by the main high school in the Cherry Creek School District, which is Cherry Creek High School. The Aurora Public Schools don't always score as high, but they're also in, the taxes are a little lower in that school district. But I have family that have come through the Aurora Public Schools, and it's really about the parent participation. But again, in Aurora, actually in North Aurora, they have the Adams County School District, which is pretty much on par with the Aurora Public Schools. But Aurora's so large, they got three public school districts that support them. So again, you could have all the variety, and with those school options, you also have the charter schools, private schools that support every need that you could want. I mentioned mountains, everything up there, but with the mountains, so that sun rises and sets, it sets over the mountains. So nobody, even ocean comes close, but nothing can compare to the sun setting over the mountains. This is a new one I haven't brought up before in other videos, but as you look into the sky, we all know why. The colors are amazing, the oranges and blues and all the variety. It's fantastic of how the sun sets over the mountains with the clouds, the clear skies. It's gorgeous. And with those colors, actually, this time of year, it's very beautiful to go up in the mountains and see the aspens changing colors, going from the greens, the oranges, the yellows. You can't even describe the colors that they are, because it's just amazing. And it actually gets really, really crowded up there. So not only getting the views of the trees and their colors, but of the sunsets up there, it's a combination that you can't find anywhere else. It's simply amazing. Even on the Utah side, they get the sunrise. It doesn't compare to a sunset. So those are my top reasons why to live to Aurora. If you had any questions or comments on those, definitely reach out. I'm always here to help assist. I love having the conversations with people as they're exploring different parts of the country, and how does Aurora and the Denver metro area compare to those. It is a great place to live. As I said, I've been here since 1980. grew up and raised my own kids here, and really don't see any reason to leave. Thanks again. Have a great week.